Well, folks, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the Hoppin' French Quarter at the Caesars Superdome. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New Orleans Saints. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Carry here for Robinson. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Second down and a run by Robinson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
The slot man in motion right. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. Well, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Kyle Pitts. And finally marked down at the 23. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 more there and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Tua now on first down. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Robinson up the middle. And he will not be able to get the first, as he can get this only down to the 5. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
Gonzalez's kick is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, That would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give them a red light? Do you keep them in? Green light, let them go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
But he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everyone how many I had.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A try here for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The Saints hit 9-3 here on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence, and they feel like they can continue to get better.
Now quickly here to Smith-Njigba. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Henley. Here's Booker on the catch. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, Henley. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
This is 2nd and 8. Up the middle with Booker. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. That'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So the penalty on the offense, no need to accept that. They'll decline it, and the interception will stand. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Right back to him on first down. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. Our lead is now 14-10. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, They threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle, and he'll be down at the 6-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over first down and goal at the 6.
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Back to throw. Henley. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown! Jackson Smith and Jigba from 6 yards away. And the Saints add 6 to their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great work, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Play action. Now it's Tua. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. Quick throw to Olave. No gain on the play. And it's 2nd down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Henley. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Henley. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Off the play fake. Henley, he lets it go deep for Olave. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave with career touchdown number 60. And the Saints are able to stretch out their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Taking it right down Broadway. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming up both of their schedules.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Henley. Downfield, and he's got Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints are able to widen their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Henley. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They go with Booker up the gut. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll go with the keeper. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Saints are able to widen their lead here in this first half. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Patrick Ricard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to add on to that lead. They left it right down the middle. And the round is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
A gain there of 21 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
He's going to air one out. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Option play. Here's Robinson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick here is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick 1st down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Saints.
It's all about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Tua, fast pass outside complete. Hook up of 15 yards there. And he'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. That time on the run pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down, Henley. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He'll take it at the 42. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Henley. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
On 3rd down, Booker. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Looking to throw. Henley. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him go up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Back to the air on second down, Tagovailoa. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Tua going to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans. Rolling along here in the third quarter. 2nd and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
What are we doing? We're looking at the ball.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Slot man moves right. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. Third down and 6. Tua to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Tua. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try to throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
20, GX.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. That is caught. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, The second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Tua sets up to pass it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
No surprise, another catch for Beckham. And the Falcons are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Robinson is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that'll cut the lead down to 22.
Next the score, Saints 56, Falcons 34.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Now, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Keep it up. You're a ball, baby.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Shotgun handoff to Booker, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long.
Running again, and again it's Booker pushing through the contact. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ballgame.